tough act to follow, I'll tell you this. And I wasn't going to speak, and so I wrote it all on my phone, so we'll see how this goes. Very passionate, and I'm so impressed with all the passion that I see today, because not very often in an agency do we see this kind of things. And this is on the west side. I'm from Deaf and Hard of Hearing Services. We're from Grand Rapids, Michigan. We don't seem to have as many or the deep problems that you do on this side, and I guess we're very blessed with that, or we just probably don't hear about them a lot. I have concerns about the testing and the system and the lacks of everything that's happening. And yes, we beat that horse to death. We all know that. But I have concerns because I have interpreters and I have people that have graduated and they have taken these tests, and we all know this, and they're still waiting on their answers. So these people have gone and gotten factory jobs. They're working at McDonald's. They're doing all these things to support their family and waiting on the testing. Yes, there's a few that are not going to pass, but we all know those people. Yeah, we know that they're going to pass. And we can't use them as an agency. We have a few agency people here, and we know how hard it is to fill those positions. Do you have any idea how many jobs we drop a day, a week, a month, because we don't have enough interpreters to do these jobs? I fully realize that we need to have qualified interpreters. We fully realize that we can't have people that aren't licensed. We fully realize that. All of us know that. But who suffers? It's the deaf person that's going to go into emergency that doesn't have an interpreter because, well, I'm supposed to have a BEI 3, but I might have a BEI 2, but no, this BEI 1 can't do that. And I'm not making fun. I'm really not. But when you sit in our positions in those agencies and you have somebody calling because suddenly Chris Hunter went to emergency and, sorry, I don't have an interpreter. Well, he's passed out. He can't use VRI. What do we do? What do we do? And then suddenly it's like the agency is, well, you couldn't find an interpreter. Well, the doctor should have asked 4 weeks ago. Do you really think that there was even an interpreter available 4 weeks ago? Because there's so many jobs out there? Because we are hurting so badly for interpreters? It drives me crazy. I'm sorry. It just drives me crazy. Last thing. In our particular region where we are, we have many mental health clients. I know you guys too. There are interpreters that have worked with these particular mental health patients for how long? And A knows B, they know all about them, how they do, what they do, how to interpret, how to break that language down so they can get it so they exactly understand it. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't work with them anymore. Again, I'm not making fun, I'm just saying, oh, you can't work with them anymore. Well, we'll try to get this interpreter. Maybe that interpreter, is higher up, but can they really get to that person and make them understand the same way that this interpreter has been interpreting for them for a long time? When you're talking about legal issues with mental health people, when you're talking about all these things, and those of us that know these people, they have so little language that finally you have somebody that they can coexist with and understand and they get. Now we're suddenly going to bring in somebody else's, no, they have to do the job now. But we'll get a waiver. Okay, so who's going to explain to this particular person about this waiver to break it down so they understand, well, you need to sign a waiver. You know where I'm going with that. Everything that's been done is a wonderful, wonderful thing, and we know the passion and everything that's behind this, but I just wish, and I know things have happened, but I just wish there was more concrete guidelines for this and for this, because I know it's hard on you interpreters, and I know it's hard on you guys. Okay, I'm wrapping up, I'm sorry. I'm really passionate. But the agencies, how many of the agencies are left that are doing these jobs? Thank you.
Hands down.